Right, let's see if I can get that all the way across. I can, which is beautiful. Then connect that up there. Very simple. Nope. There we go. Oh, it's trying to go back up, that's why. Okay, fair enough. And by one, down. There we go. And then I can just delete that. And that, if everything has gone right, will give us a rather large production of concrete slabs that I probably don't need, if I'm being perfectly honest with you. Nevertheless, it's what we've got. So we'll set this up over here for concrete slabs. Concrete slabs. Only export over here. But because I don't need to get rid of this, we don't tell them to get rid of a good that we're producing. We'll just allow it to get full, and then if no one's requesting it, then it'll just sit there and it'll shut down the industry for a while. And that's fine, because that's part of the plan, I guess. But now we just hook it all up, and then gradually unpause this, little bit by little bit. Okay. I'm looking forward to seeing if this works properly. But welcome, raiders. Sorry about that. I was in the middle of a big expansion to my concrete slab production, and I wanted to get that done before I forgot what I was doing. Also, I've got research to do. Also, I need to get my tree harvester stuff. Oh my lord, so much has been happening while I haven't been paying attention. Large vehicles sounds like a good one. Sulfur processing, sure. Cargo depot, absolutely. Let's go and grab all of those. Aavak, why don't you boost the current concrete unit until the new setup is running? That's actually a really solid idea. Thank you very much for the suggestion. We've got enough Unity to manage it. But I'm not going to be Unity building any of this, though. Just a word to the wise there. I don't think we could handle it. Let's get as much of the conveyors done as we possibly can. Let's get all of the connecting gubbins built. And then we will start onlining the actual machines. There we go. It'll take them a little bit, but this is going to be a big, big upgrade. Will this new concrete plant deplete the water? Oh, there's every possibility it'll pull a lot of the water, but I think we won't actually use the concrete fast enough. But getting water pumping happening from seawater is probably becoming a very, very high priority at this point. Going for a... no. I wasn't paying attention. Okay, well... we can now move up to a concrete mixer 2. Which will double the consumption. This was built with a view to all of this being concrete mixer 1s. It is... oh, actually, they require component 2s for that, so it's not something we need to worry about right now. We're fine. We're fine, chat. It's okay. And besides, it would be easy enough for me to just move that across by 2 and add another 2 of these in there. Should we ever need it, it'll be fine. We can't build those yet anyway, so this is fine. This is fine. It's accidentally fine. But thank you ever so much for using your Prime here. Oh, look a birdie. That's very kind of you indeed. And Aldris, thank you very much for the Prime as well. For 6 months in your case. Been away a while. Love being back. Oh, that's always lovely to hear. Right, things are going relatively okay over here. Though I'm starting to think that maybe... no, I don't think we need... well, do we need more trucks over here, do you think? I think we're alright. We completely backstuffed on steel, so that's one of the main concerns there. I'm not going to give them more things to do, because if I do, well, they're not going to get anything done, basically, but we'll just clear a couple of these out. There we go. We really need to deal with the need for more vegetables, though. Once this is dug out, I'll show you how to resurface. It's relatively easy, all things considered. I'm allowing imports down here of diesel, and that's keeping this running, but it's such a bad place for that to be set up. There's so many better places that I could put it. See, one of the things I could do is I could put a mine control tower over here and have them use rock only. I'm actually kind of tempted to do that. The reason for doing that is so that the ship can still leave port, because otherwise it's going to struggle a little bit. But they have more or less completely built out this area now. So the only thing that remains is this little section here. And the only thing I want put here is rock. I do like the notify if cannot dispose of thing, though. That is actually really, really useful. That's shockingly useful. The slag seems to just be going down the cliff face over here. Seems to be our primary dumping area for it right now, which is fine. It is creating a bit of a better area for us. Oh, those are risen, not depressions. Those are, what would you call it? When something is proud of a surface rather than a depression. What's the English term for that? Aavak has been sneaking beans into his seat. What? No. Only Tater's in the seat today. Tater's in the crater. Lumps, embossed elevation. Elevation, thank you. Elevated and depressed. Thank you very much. Right, things have come together relatively well. Tree harvester no longer has any trees to harvest, which is a bit of a problem for a tree harvester when you think about it. So let's give you some more work to do. All these trees, please. At this stage, actually. Ooh. Maybe it is time for us to consider having a bit of a new area over here. That should do. And then we'll have all of those trees to get as well. And because this exists, we've got a natural ramp. Oh, fantastic. We won't even have to build anything there in order to get down. Ah, truly glorious. How's the coal going, though? Coal is going relatively okay. We're actually getting to the end of this area, though. Okay, we need to think of how we're going to isolate this area. This is an awful lot of coal down here. Actually, no, I think, well... So, basically, we've got... this much clearance down here. I could comfortably add in a bit of a retaining wall. Right there. Just moving along, just to keep this from collapsing in. Effectively. Where is this coal seam? This coal seam is bloody huge in every direction. I don't think there's any real benefit to building these retaining walls there. I think it would be pretty, but a rather large cost in time. And while typically that wouldn't be a concern for me, we are getting to the end of the coal, or the easily accessible coal here. So let's go ahead and just expand that out a bit. Make sure that we've got plenty of coal to run the system. Because if that goes down, we are in a whole world of hurt. Our datas, they are insufficient. Chat, we have insufficient datas. There are too many people, not enough datas. Okay, well, I think maybe we want to start building out a couple more farms then. Maybe our ramp down here is coming at a good time. Because there's no reason why you can't have farms in multiple areas. How many could we fit down here, I wonder? Having insufficient taters. What's the world coming to? Another 2 farms over here would actually be okay. And you know, I know this may seem a little bit like, oh man, having to do that. But I'm actually kind of glad for it. And the reason why I'm glad for it is that in the splash screen artwork for the game, it has a view of like fields, like loads and loads of just fields of I'm gonna break these down actually. Fields of, well, fields, I guess. Rows and rows of fields off in the distance. And you didn't typically need that in the game. So I'm actually kind of happy with the idea that we are going to need it. Yep. And we are then going to just strip all of these down. Oh, hey, by the way, Aavak, tea time, 3 hours of stream time. Oh, that's a very good point, actually. Bilal, very good point. Okay, well, that's probably going to take me a little while to get built. So before we go, I'm going to lay down the groundwork just to get this going with water. So that once it's set up, it's solid. But then I will leave you to watch it get built. I think that would be quite nice. So we're going to want water over here. We're going to want it to be kept full. 252. Water over here. Neither exported nor imported. Pipes. There you go. Now they should have all of the same settings, which they do. Beautiful. See how everything is doing over here. It's all doing fine. I will need, or rather I want to have taters and veggies available to be collected. Let's put them 1 tile forward. Since it's just the 2 here, I can just do this without issue. There we go. Right, so first we are going to want flat conveyor, bringing out the veggies. Then we're going to want the U-shaped conveyor. Up and round. I suppose realistically we don't need to do that going in both ways, so I can just have it do that. And that will allow us to get everything over here sorted out. So when I come back, we'll have 2 new farms, probably draining our water supply quite aggressively, but that's just the way that was going to have to be. Oh my good lord. Why is this not showing the water supply? Hello? Oh. I was deeply concerned. The level of my concern was deep. As deep as this crater, in fact. I thought we'd run out of water. I was about to cancel tea break because our entire colony was about to collapse, so I was going to have to quickly get desalination up and running. Alright. I think we're good. I think we're in a good place to take a tea break. What do you think, Chair? We're going to have some veggies. We're going to have some new taters. We're going to be able to bring all of those over. Down here. We've got a remarkable amount of production on iron plates, steel plates. We are building up the production of a new cement mixer. In fact, I'm going to unpause that so it can all get built at once, but I will make that a priority. That way we can have all the sand being collected nice and fast. Alright, yeah, I'm fairly happy with this. Good grief, that's a lot of resources. Yeah, but they are on all... They're not conveniently accessible. Mostly, anyway. But, yeah, time for a tea break then. We've been going for 3 hours and 20 minutes. Time to get up, stretch your legs, go grab yourself a cuppa. That's what I'm going to be doing. And when we return, we will hopefully have 2 new farms up and running and a new cement mixing facility. And then it's time for us to work on getting construction part 3 up and running. And finally, after a long, long, long time, we will build our recycling center. So see you very, very soon. Alright, I'm going to need a wee separation right about here. Thank you kindly. And then pop you in there. I believe this is splitting them evenly, which is what I want. Now, I am giving it 1 space from that, which would be right there. This is going to be set up to make construction part 3s. And I want that to go down on the lowest level. And over to here and down. This will get there and up. Nope, that is not what I wanted. This needs to... oh, actually, have I got that pointing the right way? I might not. Oh no, I do. So this needs to accept steel. Should be kept full. No export. Just need 1 spot. Just one. Come on. Magic Pixel, where are you? There you are, got you. And actually, let's bring that back a little bit. Come on. There we are. And then down. No. It's not right. And I know it's not right. It's okay, chat. I know. As much as I try to tell myself I can ignore it, I can't. Oop, there we go. There we are. And then down. There we go. That will take care of us getting construction part 3s. Then, of course, I'm going to probably want this built here just for future proofing. Part 3s, and that can just fill up as time allows. There we go. How are we doing with this? It's going to be a while. But at least now we do have the concrete coming through. How many do we need there? I can, in fact, get that one up and running. Perfect. Oh, they're rotating in different directions. That is so glorious to watch. Rotation symmetry. Oh, you can't make dirt anymore since it's simply been replaced by compost. That would make sense. Okay, thank you so much. I was certain there was a way of making dirt out of food before, but that was obviously just a beta thing. Thank you. What's wrong? No! Why have you done this to yourself? Chat. Chat, Belial has beached himself. Belial strikes again. See, now that's more my style. Oh, I'm going to have to spend Unity to get you out of this, Belial. You scoundrel. Oh, well. Find a nice spot in the woods to chill out. I mean, to be fair, you really can't argue with that. That is some solid logic. Why would you not? This is now priority, as is this and this. That can be finished. This and this and this. I'm going to make this priority 2. Let's make that 2. You're going to be priority 3. You're going to be priority 4. I will take care of everything. Alright. Looking good so far. Is that really not getting down there? Why is there such a backlog over here but not here? No, it is actually going down there. Okay, fair enough. We're generally doing okay. I'm not super happy with the tater supply. I feel that we need more taters, but... Actually, you're now at a huge priority. Because they can't get the taters or the veggies out of here now. Well, it's good to know that that ship can still sail. There we are, a bunch of rock. Now you'll notice that rock maintains its shape much better than most loose materials. If there's somewhere that I need to have a hard edge, usually I'll use rock. Unless it is a very compelling reason not to. Generally I'll go for rock for those places. and finish that. Tonk. And done. Now this should retake priority. So we're unlikely to have to wait very long on that one. Alright, let's speed things up. We're on the 30th of January, year 137. We've been here for 137 years? My lord. My goodness. The people who landed on this island with us are now a memory. There are some people who don't remember, who have forgotten the names of some of the people who moved here, who knew them once, who may have been related to them. They're just a distant part of their lineage. We are, of course, we've been here the whole time. And anyone who says differently disappears. That's right. No one can prove that we're having clones of ourselves made and then imparting our wisdom upon them before we commit a ritual suicide, adding our genetic material back into the cloning vats to be used for the next generation after the generation we just created in a beautiful closed cycle. We are basically our own terrarium. I'm waiting for Aavak to get some fan mail after this stream. What? I mean, you know, I've got a P.O. box. I've done such a poor job of letting people know that the P.O. box is all sorted again. I am a bad Aavak. A couple of people know. Who've been very, very patient and let me know that, hey, I want to send something. So I made a priority to tell them once it was all sorted, but that is the P.O. box. Hey, oh, Blue Lightning, thank you so much for the 13 months. An advanced cloning facility with vast cloning vats does explain the huge captain's quarters. That is true. That is true. Yeah, no, that makes sense. So that's why we needed such a massive quarters. It all makes sense now, chat. Have we finished everything down here? Yeah, there we go. Taters are being collected once again. Ah, taters. All is well. I'm not going to push priority on that. That would take way too much time. We have, however, finished Edicts 3. Oh, I can just straight up upgrade these. Oh, I can just have multiple layers of them active. Right, I see. But for diminishing returns, it seems. Yeah. Wow, I could throw down quite a lot of Unity in order to reduce their consumption of diesel. I don't actually think we need it, though. Not anymore. I'm not even certain that we need the maintenance saver, so I'm actually going to turn both of those off and see how it goes. We do, however, require some more workers. Why? What did we build that needs them? Oh, of course. Well, given that then, I'm going to pause this one in order to get that one up and running. There we go. Let's get those tier 3 components made. Also bump the priority there. Where can I find the P.O. box so I can send you a tater? Quill. Let me go and check if it has been updated on my YouTube page. Give me just a second, chat. Yep, it's on my YouTube About page. Gloriousness. Finished large vehicles. We now need glass. And, oh my lord, level 2 vehicle parts. How does one make? Huh. How does one make? Oh, probably assembly. Ah, right, it'll be assembly electric 3. Hey, Nightly Prophet, how are you doing, mate? I hope you're having a good weekend. Getting close. Once that's done, I want you to start working on this one as a priority 2. Yeah, that's perfect. I could get a second one up and running, and I am somewhat tempted to. Alternatively, I could tell them to just go all in on making a upgraded one. And I think I would like that, actually. And we want you made like that. There we go. They can just get that done as they can. There might actually be legal issues with sending produce internationally through the post. Yeah, no, there absolutely is. So why you have to declare what's in a package when you're sending it, even if it's like a gift, you know, because obviously then on the outside of the package is clearly saying what's in it, so it kind of spoils the surprise. But yeah, no, there are all sorts of kind of reciprocal agreements and stuff like that on trade. So you can't send stuff like that. Usually if it is marked gift, they're a little bit lighter on it, unless, you know, you're sending a lot of something all at once. Could you make sure that gets done? But yeah, it's one of those, definitely one of those things that generally don't send perishables in the mail. You know, that being said, people send like sweets and stuff like that as just you know, some American chocolate bars so that you can taste the vomit too. I will one day stop giving you jip about that. Possibly when you stop adding, you know, sick acids into your chocolate. But it's all said in jest. That being said, you know, I've sent like British sweets and things to friends in America, and they've sent me things. Again, as long as you're not moving much, and it's marked as like a gift, especially if it's around like Christmas and stuff like that, usually they'll cut you a lot of slack. But there are like laws around this, and you can absolutely end up with them basically giving you a call and saying, yeah, you've got a package, it's here at customs, you're gonna have to pay some extra dues because, yeah, someone was trying to send you something that our laws clearly say they're not allowed to because it's got to be taxed properly, so you're gonna have to foot the bill. That happens a lot. That happens a lot with anything like from eBay and things like that. If you're buying something from, I don't know, like you're buying, I remember my father bought a paintbrush set like a big collection of like oil paintbrushes, all sorts of different sizes and stuff like that. And he just bought it from, I think it was actually through Amazon sellers, as it happens. But they were sending it from, where was it they were sending it from? I forget which part of India, but because you say India, and India's huge, but they were sending it from somewhere in India. Now, normally you wouldn't necessarily imagine that would be too bad, because typically countries that were once part of the British Empire, there's usually still quite tight bonds there. But yeah, he got stung by that. Ended up having to pay a lot more for those paintbrushes than you know, he might as well just gone and bought a set kind of locally, I guess. There was some sort of they were like equivalents and stuff, but they were much more expensive over here. It ended up being more expensive with the extra duty fees for that. I wouldn't have even thought about paintbrushes being on a list of things, but I guess they come under tools or something along those lines. But it was one of those weird things. It ended up costing a lot of money just to pay the tax duty on it. Ah, of course. Many workers are needed. Right, well, I want to pause this one then, because that one is much faster. That shouldn't take too long. Also, let's unpause this and get some more refugees over here. And head on down. What is puke chocolate? Oh, Lord. Sorry, I didn't mean to start this conversation again. It was just meant to be a tiny offhand throwaway joke. Sorry, chat. Butyric acid, though, to answer your question, it's a preservative that is commonly added to chocolate in America to prevent the milk from spoiling, because it has to travel such long distances over land. You know what, Joe? I hadn't considered that. That may well be the reason, because I honestly was just... Oh, vegetables lost due to lack of water. Oh, no. I was really surprised that they got stopped, like paintbrushes of all things. But you might be right. Maybe it's because, like, high-quality paintbrushes are often made with animal hair. Hadn't even thought about that. But that could well have been it. But yeah, we need to get water down there. Otherwise, those farms really aren't going to supplement us for very long. Not really going to help out at all. The taters are dying! It's okay, it's just the vegetables. And taters aren't vegetables. Everyone knows this. But what we do need is more peeps over here to work. Once I can get all of this running, then that would be glorious. Maybe actually I could go for population growth. Sure, let's pop that in. Oh, okay. Then that area is also locked away. Oh, this is the last place that we could possibly go to then that might not be gated by combat. I might as well have a peek. Right, so at present, all of our water is going down here, then is carted out by trucks. I'm thinking that if we were to have a small vehicle ramp somewhere about here. That being said, See, I've got a habit of using vehicle ramps for any place where a truck has to cross. And in my opinion, it makes it look nicer. But it isn't necessary. So what I'm going to do, I'm just saying, just explaining that it isn't necessary. You can absolutely manage it without. But, with that said, I do like the way that the ramps make things look. But you can, as long as you're not building somewhere where an excavator is going to have to go through, then just a regular, just lift the pipe up, just have it elevated, will do all the work that you need it to. But I really do think that they look better this way. Unity build that if I can. There we go. And down here we can have one, maybe even two. Yeah, we should be able to fit two. Two containers there. I rather desperately need these made to contain all the water. No import there. Water, neither import nor export. I'm going to want it to prioritize water to the rest of the system. Can I get this to go through? Yes, I can. Yeah, this should be okay. There we go. That being said, I could just allow it to split it evenly, and that might be a better way of doing it. Yeah, I probably should split it evenly, actually. Get rid of all of that. And we got some new refugees. Fantastic. 48 workers available. Go. I've got enough materials to quick deliver and get that built. That can be unpaused. So can these. Alright, we're back in business. Furthermore, is I can add another one of these as well. Just to put a little bit more oomph into this. That being said, produces 48 in 60 seconds. This can... oh, well, that's fine. That can easily handle the entire throughput. Oh, that is the wrong way around. Well, they aren't priority, so they'll get built whenever. There we go. We'll have plenty of concrete available. The trucks will deliver all of the necessary items over on this side. They can just cross this pipe if they need to. We'll keep this topped up with water, both from rain and from the water pumps. It's a shame I can't set those up in more places, but it is the way it is. All right, there we are. I'm pretty happy with that. How long until the next? 6 months until the next one. I'm going to allow one more group to join us, and then I'm going to shut that back down. All right.